Hey everybody, it's Gus here from Koehne Chevrolet in Marinette. Today I'll be showing you the 2017 Work Truck 1500 Silverado edition with the 5.3 V8 liter engine in it. So here it is. This particular one is in black and is virtually pretty well blacked out. You have the black emblem, the black wheel wells, as well as of course the black in color. It actually looks really sharp in this color. So just kind of starting right from the back, I'm going to show you something here. You have your rear vision camera right on the gate here, and one of the neat things you can do with that is I will actually take my fob and I will unlock that, and you can hear that release with the power locks. So while that drops, I'm going to actually take this hook right here, and I'm going to hook that right up on one of those knobs. And what that's going to do is that's going to actually position that rear vision camera perfectly so that if you have a ball hitch down here, it will be right above, and as you're backing up, you'll have the perfect bird's eye view of that hitch, and you will pretty much eliminate the need for a spotter on that regard. You also have here your electrical hookups, of course, as well as on this side you have your hookup to open up and drop your spare. So I'm just gonna hoist this right on back up here. Right in here you have your gas cap. There is no actual physical gas cap. It is the dual fin technology like we've kind of touched on in past videos. So going on up, I am going to actually pop the hood right under here, and we're going to walk around and just take a look underneath. So you have the release latch right here, and that opens right on up, and we can see all of our equipment underneath the hood. So over on the left hand side you have your battery and your positive connector to it. Kind of going around, you can see your dipstick right back there, as well as your source to add more engine oil. Wiper fluid is located right up in front, very convenient. And I'm just going to shut that right on up here. And we're going to go right on in and hop in and take a look. So before we hop in, I just want to point out, you still have your powered mirrors, your powered locks, and your powered windows on here. You also still have your automatic lighting, or if you want it to be manual, you can of course turn it to your running lights or your headlamps. And your dimmer and brightener for your instrument panel right up here. So we can kind of take a look around the inside. It is a single cab, so on the floor right there you have your transfer case. And on the steering wheel you still have your electronic cruise control right there. On the shifter you have your tow haul mode on the front, as well as your shifter for when you're in the low gear. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of get it over into accessory mode right here. Close the door for us. So the driver information center is a little bit different on this. It has the old style little dial here. So we're going to, as we turn it, we can go through what information is available to us. So speedometer, your trip meter, fuel range until empty, fuel economy average, tire pressures, oil life, tranny fluid, engine hours. You could set it to metric if you happen to prefer metric. And you can have your blank screen if you want. Now let's say you want to reset something like the trip meter. With this, you just press it in and hold it. And voila. I'll go back right here to speed, which is where I personally like to keep it. Of course, it is up to you where you keep yours. So, we have underneath here, we have a little bit of a storage compartment. We also have a 3-prong household 120 volts, so extension cords, toaster, 60-inch TV, whatever you want. It'll run it while the truck is running. You also have your 12-volt charger right there, and moving up you have your cargo lamps. We'll turn those on, and we'll actually go out and take a look at those in just a second here. But before we do that, we have the traction control on and off right there. So let's go take a look. Beautiful. You can kind of see that the light is on up there. And then we'll just kind of go right back in here. And we'll turn that off. And the light will also be off. The reason I show you that is just to make the demonstration that that light on the board here will actually show you when the light is on or off. So there's no mistaking leaving it on. Right above you have your air controls, your fan speed, your air conditioning, your option to circulate or recirculate the air, and it will show up on your little screen right up there. You have heated mirrors, so you turn those on using this, as well as your front defrost. The middle is of course where you want your air blowing, and you have your temperature selection over here. So hopping into the radio, one thing you'll notice is that because it is a work truck, this is a little bit of a more basic setup as far as radio goes, but it still serves the basic function. You still have your time and your temperature, and you still have your audio, which you will select. Oops, you have your volume right down here, and as soon as that goes away, you select your radio just by hitting the little radio right here, and it will bring up your stations. So we have 5 pages of favorites. I'll go hit back till we get to page 1, and if we wanted to save a favorite, all we do is we just press and hold, and it will save itself. So that being said, if you wanted to change stations, you can use the little arrows down here. You can also use the tune dial over here. If you want to mess with your tone settings, you just hit tone and it'll bring it up on there, and you're able to adjust back and forth using that. The menu button right here is your select button as well, so I happen to like my bass and treble cranked, so whoever gets in here next is going to have a nice little surprise. Your speaker balance you have there, your fade, and all those extra things. So I'm just going to hit back here, and it'll bring us back to our radio, and if I hit the home, it'll bring us right back out to here. So now I'm going to use a dial to select settings and hit menu to open it up. This is where you'll be able to set things like your time, your language. You can still put it into valet mode, and you can still set up for a teen driver. You have your radio settings as well as your vehicle settings. And with this, you can, even though it's a work truck, you could still go and turn on the remote window operation, which is a really neat feature that I will show you how that works right now. We'll just get back to our home page, and I will take the key out of the ignition, and we will hop on out. And, oops, one thing I should probably make sure I do is take that lockbox off of the vehicle, so bear with me just a moment here, please. So, now that we have the lockbox off, we're just gonna hop right on out, shut the door there, and you know, all you gotta do to remote window operate is just press and hold the unlock button. And it'll roll both your windows down. This, of course, being a good feature for, like, it's a black truck, so let's say it's the dead of summer, and you just want to get some air circulating before you hop in, so you don't hop directly into a blast furnace. You can use this feature to ensure that you have airflow before you actually enter your vehicle. But one other thing I want to show you before we say goodbye for today. On this side, you of course have your top glove compartment, and you also have your lower, which in it contains your funnel. Now, I know what you're asking, Gus, why is there a funnel in the glove compartment? Well, seeing as there is no gas cap with the dual fin, if you use a gas pump, it'll work just like normal, but if you use the fuel additives, say such as heat or oil treatment, or if you even use a portable gas can, you would just need to use the funnel for those types of things to get it in past the flaps. So, that pretty much does it as far as the 1500 Silverado work truck goes. Seats are, of course, manual operation. You have your back of seat, your up and down settings, and right under there you have your forward and back settings. So, I hope you found this video entertaining as well as informative. And as always, from all of us here at Koehne Chevrolet, have a wonderful day and drive safely.